They thought humanity was fragile. They were wrong. If you love stories of courage and humanity, listen closely. Because this one changed the galaxy. The stars remember. Even now, long after the fires of war have cooled, the void still whispers one name. Earth. I was there when the humans gave their final warning. I was an envoy of the Cathar Dominion, 1,000 worlds strong. We believed ourselves untouchable. We believed humanity was just another primitive species, one more planet to absorb, one more culture to erase. We were wrong. It began with the Siege of Sol. An entire armada, 100 dreadnoughts, surrounding a single blue planet. We demanded their surrender. The humans answered with silence. Our commanders thought it arrogance. But now I know, it was something far greater. It was resolve. We expected fear. Instead, we found preparation. The humans had no empire, no colonies beyond their moon. And yet, their skies burned with defiance. When our first fleet descended into orbit, we detected transmissions, not of surrender, but of music. Ancient songs. Thousands of them. Broadcast across the stars. It wasn't communication. It was memory. A message to the universe: we were here. We lived. We will not kneel. Our ships opened fire. Their cities fell in silence, swallowed by flame and dust. But then, something impossible happened. The humans didn't scatter. They united. Nations that once hated each other stood side by side. Flags meant nothing now, only survival did. Their message was simple, sent across every frequency in the system. This is our home. Come and take it, if you can. For every city we destroyed, a dozen resistance cells rose. For every fleet we crushed, they built weapons from the ruins. They turned asteroids into missiles. They filled space with debris, deadly, invisible traps. Even their dying ships rammed ours in final, suicidal charges. They fought like no species we had ever faced. Not for conquest. Not for glory. But for each other. After years of war, we captured one of their leaders, a general named Ilara Voss. She was wounded, bound, brought before the High Council. Our Supreme Chancellor offered her mercy, a chance to serve the Dominion, to rebuild Earth under our rule. Ilara only smiled. It was not the smile of a defeated soldier. It was the smile of someone who knows the end is already written. She said one line, words that still haunt our archives. You can break our bones. You can burn our world. But if even one human breath remains, we are not finished. Then she looked at the stars and whispered something our translators almost missed. This is your warning. Moments later, she detonated the device hidden beneath her chair. The explosion consumed the chamber, and with it, the council itself. The war ended not with victory, but with silence. Every Dominion fleet vanished beyond Sol, never to return. And yet, the humans survived. Their planet was wounded, scorched, nearly lifeless, but not dead. They rebuilt. Faster than anyone thought possible. In just 1 century, they returned to the stars, not as conquerors, but as guardians. They carried no banners, no vengeance. Only one message, burned into the heart of every envoy who dared approach their system. Do not mess with Earth. Centuries passed. Empires rose and fell. But the legend of humanity remained, not as tyrants, not as victims, but as the species that taught the galaxy fear. Fear not of their weapons, but of their will. Because when the last human stands before the dark, they do not run. They light a fire. I have seen that fire. It burns brighter than any star. And I tell this story now, across the ages, so you will remember. If you ever see a blue planet, small and quiet at the edge of the spiral arm, show respect. Bow your head. Whisper thanks. Because that world is where courage was born. If you believe in the spirit of humanity, like, share, and subscribe for more stories.